refreshing and ravishing voice, a lively heart of shade and light, powered by passion and ability. Redcarpet TV, you are the best.
It's better than just a show. It's better than just a show.
For festival
It's
Thanksgiving,
better than just a show.
for your
It's
birthday,
better than just a show.
for burial
It's
ceremony,
better than just a show.
we are everywhere.
It's better than just a show.
The best among the
It's
rest.
better than just a show. It's better than just a show.
For wedding ceremony, for carnival, civic reception. For festival, we are there. For Thanksgiving service,
Good evening and welcome. Welcome to Rounds of Jollity and Gaiety, to Rounds of Joyousness and Happiness on Redcarpet TV. As we kick off with our roving camera, as we caught up with spectacles of celebration around the city of Lagos. Then to the burial of Princess Elizabeth Babalola in Asin-Ekiti, Ekiti State. And finally, a special feature on the Gili. The headgear, the crowns, a well put together apparel. We'll be taking a look at the business angle and how to tie a perfect gili. I am Damilola. I'll be right here when you get back.
With a sense of appeal and side of attraction, society buzzed with barrage of festivities as cute babes and charming dudes suffer the sheer bliss that suffused the city and welcome merrymakers into the fun-filled weekend. Redcarpet roving crew visited several event centers over the weekend and captured some of the merry moments in town. It began with the celebration of life of Mr. Monday Ehi Obebo, who passed on at the age of 60. It was a celebration of life well spent, as children and family members danced heartily to the song that lifted the mood at the venue. Love filled the air at the Resurrection Prayer Ministry, Iju, where Omola Deborah and Tayo Oyebanji walked down the aisle in the presence of God. From the smooth appearances of guests to the sequence of rousing songs that spewed from the choristers, the sanctuary ruptured with an unfettered celebration of love between two hearts that beat as one. Similarly, it was a day of joy for Basirat Adeyemo and Abbas Saluka as the duo sealed their love in an Ikai ceremony. With the presence of families, friends, well-wishers, and men of God, the couple's journey to matrimony was filled with an awesome breath of fulfillment. And finally was the parade of radiant and joyful guests in lovely attires that rippled the colorful hall of Avila Event Center, Lekki, for the engagement ceremony of Adeni Dwali and Folashade Farowe. It was a celebration of love with blaring songs and eclectic dances. From the Redcarpet roving crew, we say farewell to the deceased and wish all the couples a blessed home.
the mellissonant tones of Taiwo Omotunde Band tossed joyous guests to the dance floor at the playground of the Holy Apostolic Primary School at Sin Ekiti as the excited crowd jiggled all day long. The revels were all about the reception at the celebration of life of Princess Chief Mrs. Elizabeth Olayinka Babalola, who slept in the Lord on September 2nd, 2015 at the age of 75. The funeral ceremony began hours earlier with the Requiem Mass, which was held at the Chaplain Hall of the St. Mary's Girls' Grammar School, Ikole Ekiti. In twos and threes, gorgeously dressed guests sauntered into the venue, and in sleekly automobiles, important dignitaries made their way into the spacious compound of the school. Mama's children, who accompanied a shining casket into the arena, cruised in posh cars. Mama's body was received at the entrance of the church by a team of priests in black and white robes. The casket was taken to the center of the church and the service commenced as Mama's children settled in the front row, looking regal in expensive gold lace fabric. Lovely hymns from the choristers, who were in purple and white, tickled the senses of all with their great tunes. In the sermon, the Right Reverend Emmanuel Akinola Akinrodoye admonished everyone to live godly lives. After the sermon, members of the National Council of Women's Society stood up as their representative reeled out the orations of Mama. In the same vein, members of the Inner Wheel Club of Ikole District 913 paid tribute to Mama. Then, Right Reverend Emmanuel Abejide prayed for Mama's husband and soulmate, Prince Ajibola Babalola, while it was Archbishop Bartholomew Adeyemi who prayed for the children. Thanksgiving then followed as guests danced forward to celebrate with the children of Mama. The recessional hymn brought the service to a close. All roads then led to the Babalola family compound in Asin Ekiti, where Mama's body was interred in one of the sections of the house. The dust-to-dust rites came after a commendation prayer was said for her. That was the end of an era. In her lifetime, Mama was the proverbial Ruth. She supported her husband in everything. A devoted Christian of the Anglican denomination, she was a synod delegate for over 8 years on the Diocesan Synod of Ekiti. A woman who had the love of her community at heart, she fought for the recognition of Ilamo town in Ekiti State. On Ilamo's recognition as a town by the government, the then Elekole of Ikole, Oba Adetula Adeleye II, referred to her as Obirin Kon Toju Okorin Mewa Lo. She was honored with the titles Eye Lori Omo Owa of Ilamo Ekiti. She was a member of the Governing Council of the University of Education, Ikere Ekiti. On the social front, Mama was an advocate for the emancipation of women from poverty and financial helplessness, as she was at a point in her life the president of the Inner Wheel Club, Ikole Chapter, President Irepo Odun Ladies Club, President Unity Sisters Club, and until her demise, the President National Council of Women's Society, Ekiti State Chapter. This therefore explains why people of different shades thronged the Holy Apostolic Primary School at Sin Ekiti for the reception to celebrate the exit of Mama, a wealthy Amazon. Under two large marquees, the reception took place. The first tent was multicolored, under which community folks gathered to enjoy themselves. There, it was Tunde King Band that entertained them. The VIP marquee came with a dazzling, immaculate and magnificent interior. With well-arranged tables and chairs, the aura was inviting. Before long, the whole place was filled with delighted guests who all came to felicitate with all of Mama's children. Taiwo Omotunde and his professional band made sure that guests had real fun all through. One after the other, Mama's children who did excellently well to give their mother an appropriate burial came upstage to dance. All of Mama's children were wonderful hosts. The burial was a huge success as people flocked around them to dance feliciously. Swell times continued even as there were lots of food to eat. From local to intercontinental, the meals were just superb. So also was the availability of choice wines, which were served to the delight of cheery guests. As the party was rounding up, DJ KZ on the wheels of steel took over, taking delighted guests through another round of feverish excitement with his blast of contemporary songs. Redcarpet TV spoke with some of Mama's children and some guests.
He's a very nice man, very generous, though a disciplinarian, but she was very kind. And you know, she made sure that everybody was comfortable around her. In fact, she was a mother in every way.
A strong pillar. When I say a pillar, she can do anything for her children. When she was alive, she could do everything. If she doesn't achieve her aim over her children, she will not rest. So I will so miss her.
There is no word I use for her that will be equal to what she's worth. She's beauty inside out. What you see outside is what is inside of her. When you speak about family, she's there. When you talk about community, she's there. When you talk about state, she's there. When you talk about the national, she's there. And the ultimate thing that she searches for is the ultimate welfare of whoever is surrounding her.
We had loads and loads and loads of fond memories of her. She was so loving, so caring, God-fearing. No, she showed us. She gave us everything we wanted. So I don't think there's anything I can actually pick, because she was just all in all. She was very good. She was exceedingly good.
She has done wonders in the home place and with the husband. So I'm proud of her. I wish her perfect rest in peace.
From the Redcarpet TV crew, we rejoice with the children of Mama on the success of the burial of their departed matriarch, Princess Chief Mrs. Olainka Babalola.
For Thanksgiving service.
Redcarpet TV, Redcarpet TV.
Be it birthday or burial, wedding or Thanksgiving, coronation or inauguration, celebrations remains an integral part of human life that rustles the society with zest.
and creates a robust avenue for both the celebrants and celebrators to refresh their party spirit. Whenever the revel whistle blows, the celebrants decide on the choice of textiles that blend with the color of the occasion. Relations, friends and well-wishers spring into action by bidding for ashwebi that will conjure uniformity of the occasion. While some guests go for every textile that is available for the event, some simply make do with the headgear, otherwise known as gele. Gele, which is majorly women's article of fashion, has become an essential material diligently put into consideration while planning an event. It is a crucial part of women's traditional outfit that pronounces the beauty and culture of the Yoruba nation amongst its women. A distinctive fashion accessory that blends perfectly with color and class of occasion. This therefore explains why society women go the extra mile to package themselves with balanced headgears that expertly agree with their sartorial elegance. Gone are the days when gele was a mere fashion compliment for women. It has become a big deal and major significant element that announces the presence of society women at occasions. Several women have made a big statement of fashion and created a special identity for themselves through their style of headgears. These class of women are easily recognized by their headgears whenever they make their appearances in the social circle. Since the headgear has occupied the front burner in the catalogue of fashion, the act of tying it, therefore, has become a real deal, which has no doubt given rise to the presence of professionals who are majored in tying of gele.
To tie now is called the iconic gele or take a bow, and some people call it avant-garde gele. Come on,
For this specialist kind of gele is a business that is really worth its while.
To divide the gele into two equal halves, then you take it to the back. You bring the left hand of the gele to the right hand side, and then you bring it all over to the front. Then you bring the other hand of the gele to the front. And then you start arranging the pleats. This style of gele can pass for bridal parties, birthdays, naming ceremonies, any form of occasion.
The charges are usually predicated on the style of headgear recommended or requested by their clients.
Gele has been in existence for generations, tied by women of all ages and classes. But now, gele has taken a different dimension, is more fashionable, and gele is now manufactured in different colors and patterns. Gele tying is now very lucrative because more and more people are going into the art of gele tying. Because the younger generation now, everybody wants to look trendy and even fashionable. compared to the way our mothers tie gele. You know, those days they just knot it on their heads, you know, and it doesn't really look so fashionable and nice. We have the pleated gele, which is more like the type I'm wearing right now. Some people like it to be buoyant and big, while some people like it small. We have butterfly gele, we have the pleated gele, we have the ayaba gele, we have the new gele in vogue at the moment, which is the avant-garde gele, or some people call it the iconic gele. And in fact, the list is endless. So it depends on how creative you are. You can twist the ends of your gele anyhow you like it. So it depends on how creative you are. There is no how you can tie your gele and create your own style. So, but those are the common types of gele we have.
Consequently, these experts have continued to smile to the bank on regular basis through the act of tying gele. Their expertise and the significance of the headgear are not only pronounced on the women that wear it, but also at the occasion where the gele is widely on display, blending perfectly with the theme and tune of the ceremony. This could be eloquently attested at the engagement ceremony between Omolara Odumosu and Oluwaseyi Olufon, where wine-colored headgear illuminated the arena. Similarly, the blush of purple and peach headgear that dominated the engagement ceremony of Aramide Olashope and Ademola Akinloye underscored the blush of beauty conveyed by headgears. The unforgettable yarn of yellow and blue headgears at the wedding of Ifoma Awo and Bukola Odetule in Ibadan loudly emphasized the dignity of the occasion. This tentacle of color also extended to Idonri, where fine guests showcased their staff with multicolored headgears at the burial of Chief Mrs. Duroshomo Aketon. The glory of the gele does not only limit to the beauty it attracts to the hair, it also exemplifies the wafting wave of happiness that blows across the venues of occasion, where joyous guests rock and groove to the pounding beats and rhythms dispensed by the band. And this is where we draw the curtains on today's episode. But last week I did throw a teaser. I said, which is your favorite? We got responses and we got a winner. But the same question still runs this week. Out of today's stories, which is your favorite? You send your answers again to any of our social media pages on Twitter, on Facebook, and on our website. Or you simply SMS any of numbers showing on your screen. Until next week, same time, same station, I am